And he is seen limping towards Jalalabad, and they assume he's only the first of thousands of troops to make it through, and the gates are opened and a party sent out. And they realise he's the only one. And that night, the commanding officer orders the bugles to be sounded all night. The wind was blowing very strongly that night, and rather than billowing out into the plain of Jalalabad, it blew back into the town. And he said that the noise of the trumpets echoing amid the wail of the wind sounded like an elegy to the dead army.
The British Empire never had and never would experience a defeat like it.
First Afghan War was a major event for the Afghans. We always see it through our perspective as the great imperial disaster. But for the Afghans, this was their Trafalgar, their Battle of Britain, their Waterloo, all in one. They were the only non-colonial power to see off a modern westernized army in the 19th century, on the sort of magnificent scale that they did, and completely destroy an entire Victorian army at the very peak of Britain's power.
For Afghans, this had confirmed that they were a warrior nation, one even capable of seeing off a great power like Britain. But Western historians point to another legacy that resonates today.
The first time there's really a feeling of jihad inside Afghanistan is the first Anglo-Afghan War. After that, it never really goes away. Beginning with the British invasions, Afghans begin to perceive themselves as fighting an outside non-Muslim world. Now, they had known this before. When they raided India, that was jihad. You know, you got to go into infidel lands and take home a lot of good stuff. But inside Afghanistan, you couldn't do jihad. Now when these foreigners invaded, people would say, yes, we're fighting non-Muslims.
The British government would have liked to cover up the extent of this tragedy, but it was not to be. Almost every last grisly detail was immortalized in the best-selling diaries of ladies